Hi Sagittarius, welcome into another general weekly reading for you. We're going to read for the week of January 13th to the 19th, 2025. Now this week period begins on the 13th with a full moon in Cancer, and I really feel this is a time where you're being encouraged and pushed to get a release, okay, or different levels of releasing. Because I feel there are pent up emotions that this collective is carrying. You might find that you're an empath like myself, whether you realize this fully or not, and you're holding on to carrying forward what feels like people's heavy energy, okay, or energies. And so we're needing you to clear out your energy in that sense. But you might as well find that this full moon and even the other parts of the week after the fact are pushing you to reevaluate, to reassess. Of course, don't overdo it with those processes, but it feels like you're going to need to take a hardcore, realistic, honest look at the way you've been living, okay? And this is for your benefit naturally, because it feels like it's a week where you're going to be very easily honest and assisting other people. Giving advice is going to be very much a part of this time period for you. But you're at times needing to churn that inward and be completely real and honest with yourself about what you've been doing too much, what you've been doing too little of, what have you been avoiding, what have you been doing that's been working for you as well. You know what I mean? Because it feels like a week where you're needing to make sure that you are making certain adjustments, readjustments in order to live the healthiest, most successful, lightest life that you can, okay? I feel for a lot drawn to the reading, your spirituality and or your religion is taking a focus. What you truly believe in is a huge part of this week as well, because I feel Spirit wants to remind you that you are a true manifester and a co-creator with Spirit. I'm not surprised to see the shadow work card because I feel this is a time to go through what feels like more shadow work. All right, you might find that this is new for some drawn to the reading, but this intertwining with and connecting to again what we're needing to what you're needing to release, okay, at this time, and maybe heal from and go through. But the protection card, I really feel it's a time for you where you're feeling ultra protective in regards to your loved ones, maybe in regards to commitment like a job or maybe your financial status, and for some your business or two, because it feels like there may be a huge focus as well on why that is, okay? I feel there may be too much focus on work matters or financial matters or both, where they're reminding you to take a step back and remember what's really truly important for you, okay? And this is going to come into play as far as you remembering how important your loved ones are to you, and how important your health is. And therefore, I'm not saying don't focus on money and career matters, but I feel there's too much focus upon those once again. But the abundance card, as well as changes and seek healing. Yeah, so it feels like in the midst of this very changing, shifting period for you, where I'm being shown an image of, it's almost as if it's representing energy. Almost can't explain it, where it's being lifted from someone's physical body, even though you're not going to be able to see it per se, and then it's being shifted away from you. So then therefore you can, in an easier way, move on forward, okay? And seek a better lifestyle for some, or just more abundance in different forms. Because it feels like they're reminding you that when you heal from what you've been through, from the day-to-day life that we call your path, you're going to reap more rewards, you're going to feel more abundant. And I find that people are viewing you as a state of abundance for them, okay? This again could come into play when you're giving someone advice, helping them out, maybe being a shoulder to lean on, an open ear. Maybe it's in regards to you sharing selectively what you've been through or maybe what you're going through, and then in a relatable sense, you help that person heal, realize something of importance, and even get closer to you all the meanwhile. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's also a week where you feel a little bit showy at certain points. If you're finding yourself, if I didn't mention already in this attempt, a bit uptight or overly serious, try to loosen up a bit, okay? They're recommending things like working out, going for a stroll in nature, or around the block is what I'm hearing. Making sure that you utilize things like music and whatnot to your advantage. I also want to remind you to do your best to find a balance in regards to online content that you're tuning into, because it feels like you could be someone like myself where you get caught up in TikTok land, just scrolling post after post after post. Or you might be, overdoing it when it comes to YouTube videos like, tarot readings and whatnot and blogs. And so they're reminding you to find the balance in it all and don't overdo it. Let's pull some tarot. I don't feel the need to clarify each one or build further upon them. Let's just pull in a general sense. I sense that there are moments throughout the week, obviously some more than others drawn to the reading, where you're not the happiest version of yourself. And so we're realistically needing to ask yourself, well, why is that? And where does your control lie in regards to becoming or bouncing back to this happy state of being? And then I feel naturally there are moments throughout the week where you are happy, and it feels like this could be stemming at certain points from what you're focusing on, okay? It could be as well in regards to succeeding, making money, for some spending money. I can totally relate. If you're feeling negatively spiritually affected at certain points, labradorite is going to be a great crystal for you if you have it. You may need to invest in one for the future, but things like crystals are going to be a part of your week as well. Let's keep pulling. Oh, I feel a little bit impatient within your energy, okay? They're also reminding you don't overdo it when it comes to caffeine. We're moving on to the Two of Swords. I feel it's a week where you may be reflecting upon past conflict with somebody, if not multiple people, or maybe in regards to a family situation, or it could be more work related for some, but they're reminding you that you don't need to see the way 100% or 1000% in order to be the happiest version of yourself. I really want to remind you that at times slow and steady wins the race, because you might be feeling in the midst of intertwined with this impatient way of being, wanting to speed things up, wanting someone else to do something quicker. I'm coming through. I have things to do, places to be, people to meet. People to avoid is what I'm hearing. But I do feel there's a huge focus on certain moments at this point along your path when you feel very to yourself, very secretive maybe, distant from this and that within your world, including people. And they're saying that this will teach you a lot about what you're going through or what you have been going through, okay, on an internal level. But the Knight of Wands, because I feel like it's a week where you're doing things in your own passionate way, but there's also a focus on you being a bit defensive, okay, or maybe guarded, blocked off. And this full moon period really gives you a chance to work on that, all right? You may find that a blockage or two is being released about midweek, and this is going to feel very relieving, very fresh. I'm hearing refreshing. But some of which need to put their guard down and open themselves up to more connecting, more abundance when it comes to being with other people. I feel for some drawn to the reading, if you're single, you're being prepared for the dating that is lying ahead for you, okay, stepping out of single life. But the Page of Pentacles, because it is a week of new money, all right? It's a week where, again, that's going to be a big focus for you, but don't overdo it. But I sense that with the rainbow here, there's going to be, once again, a huge focus on what makes you happy, all right? But You will as well find that the week feels like is evidently a bit of a treasure hunt for you, and these treasures coming in different forms. And I really feel this is going to benefit you greatly and maybe even give you these small pockets of happiness, okay? Moments of maybe even bright giddiness, okay? I know this was a very random reading, but they're reminding you in the midst of this full moon week that you are an amazing soul and you are a form of abundance for yourself and other people, okay? So if this was truly helpful, I'm sending you a ton of love and light.